I spent more than 17 years of my life in a body I didn't like. I was always a chubby boy who wasn't honest with himself and wasn't really secure about the way he looked. But when puberty hits, you want to get noticed, you want some attention, you want to become better and all, and I don't know about girls, but boys usually finish at the nearest gym threshold, usually accompanied with their friends. That happened to me as well, but over time, the boys were quitting and I stayed. And that's how my relationships with sport started. This year marks the 10th anniversary of these relationships, and today I will share all these things I knew along the way and experience of doing different sports. No matter if you are a starter or you have some experience, you may find something interesting or relatable today. Go grab some tea, coffee, rocket fuel, or whatever you drink, and we'll get started. But where should I really start? I started as a fat teenager who wanted to get in shape. I got myself a coach who built my first ever program to gain some weight. Spoiler, if you don't have muscles at first, you won't become a shredded god being just fat. Within 1 month of training, my power increased and I saw my muscles starting to grow. I even managed to do a couple of pull-ups, which was an insane result for me at that time. That was super cool. I could literally see the progress in the mirror, though I was still fat. Strong, but fat. 6 months went by, and I gained around 7 to 8 kilograms of pure fat with muscles, and I was ready for a cut. At that moment, I decided to put my efforts into sculpting my body. I learned the basics of biochemistry, bodybuilding, basic mechanics, and God knows what else. Eventually, I got myself into the world of fitness content on YouTube, which showed me that my shape was really far from being perfect. I started to change my programs using the knowledge I got, experimenting with weights, diet, time of the day, and other stuff constantly. But the more I trained, the closer I was getting to my strength limit, rather than the body of my dream. At some point, I spent a year losing 20 kilograms of weight and became super shredded, but I was lighter than a feather and weaker than a chicken. At that point, I was almost 20 years old. I spent 5 years in the gym, but I wasn't seeing Arnold Schwarzenegger in the mirror. There was only 2 ways from there: use steroids or quit. What do you think I chose? Of course no, I chose Nettie. Just look at me, this is no brainer. By the time all my gym bros with who I started, they were gone, and I was left all alone. It was just me and my body. And I realized that I don't need to look cool. I don't need extra attention. I don't need to impress others. I have a girlfriend. I have social respect. So why do I need to look like a Greek god 365 days a year? I'm a normal person who has a life outside of the gym, and I don't even earn with my body. Though that doesn't sound really good. I meant competitive bodybuilding, just in case if you misunderstood me. And I asked myself a couple of things. Do I like what I do in the gym? Do I like what I see in the mirror? Do I agree to progress slowly? Do I enjoy the process of doing sports rather than the results? Now think of this video title and you will know what I answered to all of those questions. Of course, I said firm yes to every question there. I was doing that for too long to quit, and I was feeling good, strong, and fit for myself. That's all I ever wanted, and honestly, all I ever needed. I chose me over societal expectations, and I chose joy from the process of my trainings, and the best part, it got into my mind. I started to do experiments, trying different programs, alternative movements, and I grew my strengths in more interesting and rather useful way. I tried powerlifting, calisthenics, CrossFit, arm wrestling, and many other things. I wasn't the best in any of those, but I didn't really care because I simply loved it. I loved the new feelings my body got. I loved the ways it started to work, and the best part, I loved the results I started to get. Additionally, I quit thinking about the kilograms on the scales and getting abs before summer because they were simply there most of the time. I quit relying on motivation because for me, having training in a day is like brushing the teeth and not like making an effort. It's just the way I am now, and I simply cannot quit it. That's the beauty of fitness. It's a lifelong journey of self-discovery. I found joy in movement, and that's what keeps me going. In the next video, I will share some tips on how to find the activities you like so you can experience the joy of moving your body too. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more, and let me know in the comments below what your favorite way to stay active is. I guess this is the end of my story for today, but this is not the end of my sport path. I'm only warming up.